Inflation is at a 40-year high, so what can rising interest rates do to help? I know it sounds counterintuitive when we're seeing inflation numbers around 7.5% currently, so how can rising interest rates help? By the way, ideal inflation numbers hover around 2%. The Federal Reserve Bank is one of the only entities in the US that can affect how much inflation increases or decreases, because they are the loaner of monies to all other lenders out there. From auto lenders to mortgage lenders, personal business lenders to your local bank, the Fed dictates how much it costs to borrow money. And over the last 2 years, the Fed rate has been at an all-time low. They've been pretty much giving money away. This increases spending by consumers, which grows the economy at a rate faster than we can keep up. This causes supply chain issues, which rise the cost of goods, which also rises the cost of wages. All these things are connected, and when they grow too quickly, we see the situation that we are currently in. Of course, a growing economy is a good thing, but it has to take place on a more gradual scale. So let's ask that question again, knowing what we just learned. How do rising interest rates help curb inflation? They do so by making it more costly to borrow money. When rates go up, less people can afford to buy that car, that house, or apply for that loan. This in turn slows the economy, which makes the demand for consumer goods go down. This puts less strain on the supply chain, less workers are needed to produce these goods, and wages don't need to increase as rapidly. Makes sense, right? The simplest way to explain this is to think of interest rates like the gas and brake pedals of the economy. If you put the pedal to the floor, you'll pretty quickly be over the speed limit and have to slam on the brakes to slow down. Not the most efficient way to drive. But if you accelerate at a more steady pace, when you go a little over the speed limit, you can simply let off the gas and you'll be where you need to go without even using the brake pedal. I know right now it seems like we are heading toward an economic burst with inflation soaring, but this is definitely not the first time we've seen inflation tick up, and in the past, the Fed has done a great job of stepping in to help us get back in check.